All right, last but not least, before the final session, we have another speaker, an outstanding entrepreneur. She's an expert in product management and data science. Her name is Dr. Hagit Perry. She's also the head of the MBA, AI Big Data MBA program at IDC. And we added her actually in the last few days. We were so impressed, and we were able to add her as the last keynote of the entire conference. Hagit, the stage is yours.
Well, hi everyone. It's such a pleasure and honor to be here and to be the closing keynote of such an amazing day. And I'm taking this opportunity to discuss the future of AI and to ask ourselves what is going to happen in the next decade that is coming upon us. It's clear that we are going through a revolution. Which revolution and how it is going to look like, it will be a matter of decades from now, but we are at the starting of it. Just as 200 years ago or so, there was the starting of the Industrial Revolution. It changed so much in the world, in humankind. And we have this opportunity in our generation to be a part of that. So I'm taking this opportunity to ask how AI is going to change humanity and whether it is possible that today it is able to change our lives and to change humans. And this is the things that we do, and specifically I want to talk about improving wellness using zero medical involvement and still for profit. A little bit about the program. So I have a consulting group. I work with companies like Bank Leumi, and I'm also the head of a program which is an MBA with a specialty in big data and predictive AI. The reason is that the business is going to change. It is clear that 50% of the jobs are going to vanish. However, within this era, just like the Industrial Revolution, there will be so many new opportunities that are just waiting to be acquired by this audience and many more. And I'm glad that I'm just the last keynote before the startup competition. So within the specialty, in my consulting group, we are dealing with varied challenges. Among the categories are the healthcare and wellness, fintech and insurtech, and real estate and tourism. Today I want to focus on wellness, on healthcare and wellness. It is clear that today we have a chance to change something in wellness of people. And in fact, healthcare and wellness has the highest aggregate deals since 2012 on all the AI categories, among all the AI categories. So I'm going to present you 3 projects and that are also systems. For example, for 30 years, public policy is trying to confront a worldwide epidemic of overweight. In fact, in the last 20 years or so, in the US, 85% of the population, about 80, something like that, is overweight. It has huge implication on society. Obviously, there is a motivation to stop this epidemic, not only from the government, because it really affects the economics, but also from insurance companies, as it really affects also cholesterol rates and heart attacks and diabetes and so on. However, nothing was done so far, and the rates are just growing. One of the projects that I led was checking whether recommendation systems based on AI can do something about that. So I took data from supermarkets and I classified the products according to the rates of their effect on obesity and overweight. And I was able to tell how to move people from buying. You can find people that consistently buy the wrong products on the shelf. However, using models, predictive models, you are able to define the exact pricing that you should put on the next best option for these people in order to convert them. And they convert immediately. No advertisement, no education, nothing like that. Just a small change of pricing will convert the customers. And of course, we see it in many industries, like in Amazon, which grew upon these small tricks, but we can do much more than that, like confronting epidemics like overweight. So this is the results, for example, that show that the difference between people that consistently buy the wrong product and people that are not overweight is very small in terms of the price that we need to change in order to convert them. So this is one project. Another project still that changes people's life, however, with no involvement with medical records, is no-shows. No-shows is a phenomenon that happens with medical appointments. In fact, people that have diabetes and have high cholesterol, it's not it's not a significant factor that will predict whether they'll come or not to their appointment. So they are not treating themselves, even if they are sick. But generally, people don't come to appointments. And just an example from a small town in England, every year about 75,000 appointments are missed, which means that it costs 2.7 million pounds. That could go towards heart bypasses, treatments for stroke, and so on. The worldwide cost of no-shows is $150 billion a year. One of the projects that my students are working on is a system that can predict, using lots of data, which people will not come to the appointment and what type of reminders and methods can be used in order to either make them come or at least not take too much money and spend it on people that don't come. So overbooking and other things, other methods are used. So what they do is firstly predict using variables like age, time since they made the appointment till the appointment itself, and so on, type of clinic, the day of the week, the time, and so on, and they can predict whether the person will come or not. And then after predicting, there is also a prescription part, which is always the way to do AI. And the prescription says, okay, so instead of 10 appointments a day, we'll have 11 because there is a big chance that someone will not come. I can't show you the animation, but one of the nice tricks that they do, for example, in age, if you just run a regular prediction on data, you will see a line with no prediction about how age changes the chances that someone will come to an appointment or not. However, one of the methods that we developed is a way to break the line into linear lines that also not only explain the prediction, and you can see that they are very significant on the linear parts, but also explain to the doctors and to people that are not not in statistics or mathematics, why someone will come or not according to the age. So as we can see there, the chances to come to the appointment are lowering between 0 to 18. Afterwards, they are growing between 18 to 40, and then they are lowering again. And this is one example. Another example from the data that they use shows that between if you make an appointment on the same day, there is 40% more chances that you'll come than if you made the appointment 25 days before the appointment itself. Last slide is talking about tailored price. Another project that we're working on is tailoring price according to the driving. AIG is already implementing this application, which collects very interesting type of data. One of the big things about the data age is that we collect really new types of data. For example, anticipation, smoothness, pace, calmness. Why is it in the same next to slides that are talking about healthcare and wellness? Because in fact, these types of applications save lives. Because people, when they have these types of applications in their car, not only get better pricing, and there's more chance that they'll take the insurance, but they also drive much safer, and there are less car accidents. So with that, my time has ended, and I thank you very much, and keep in touch.
Thank you, Hagit, Dr. Hagit Perry.